Hey guys, Sakina here with some just real estate updates and news. I used to do real estate wholesaling. I have a lot of people that say that they want to get into it, and it's pretty fun, but it is a little time consuming, but it can be very lucrative. It's one of those businesses where you're kind of like a middleman. You find someone a property, for example. You find a property, usually from a motivated seller. It could be a short sale, foreclosure, tax sale, anything. Usually a property that typically is free and clear. I don't know if you heard my last video. Free and clear means it doesn't have a mortgage, taxes, easements that are open, any of that. Everything has been taken care of for that property. It means it's free and clear. And say you find a property that's free and clear. It costs $30,000, right? And then you find a buyer who then buys the property. Bam, they buy the property. You guys work out your the buyer is the one who pays you whatever fee it is that you guys work out, not the seller. So I know a lot of sellers be like, you're gonna make money off of me. Of course you want to negotiate so that they make money from their sale, but you also have to make sure you get paid, so you find a buyer, and then after that you're pretty much done the buy. You hand all the paperwork, contracts over to a title company that works with wholesaling and investing. Not all title companies or mortgage companies do. You want to find a really good title company that will work with you and that doesn't charge a whole heck of a lot. Typically the seller pays for that as well, but usually these are properties that are much lower in price value, so they're much easier to buy. Now when you wholesale, you're buying all cash most of the time, but it's not you that has to pay. It's not your money. It's other people's money, OPM. And usually the benefits of when you wholesale that you would offer is you buying all cash. You're buying the property as is. The roof could be caved in for all some people care, and they'll still say, oh, I want that property because, hey, the property values and the comps for this exact type of property would have an ARV of $300,000. I'm paying $30,000. I'm gonna put another $100,000 in there. That's $130,000. By the time I'm able to put it on the market, it may be, property values have went up some to $320,000 or even down to $250,000. That's still $120,000 to $120,000 or more dollars. Okay. Now, clearly that is a stretch, big stretch for people. But most of the time when you buy a wholesale property, it's typically jacked up. I'm not even going to lie to you. It's not really, the nice property on the block. It's typically the jacked up property that you're buying all cash as is. You're paying all of the closing costs for the buyer, and there's no realtor fees, no commission fees. There's none of that. And guess what? It's all with other people's money. You don't spend any of your own money. You're the middle person. You go back and forth between to negotiate any deals, to make sure, inspections, walkthroughs, and all of that. That is your responsibility for your client. Your client would be the buyer, and your other client would be the seller. It's almost like being a double agent. In a way, you work with the buyer, you work with the seller. Now, all states, you cannot wholesale in all states. I'm just going to tell you that. I particularly picked a wholesale in Maryland. Maryland seems to be a good area. Properties are usually not as expensive. Taxes are usually not as high. And you usually can find foreclosures, short sales, all sorts of stuff. Tax lien properties. DC is another big state that is kind of up and coming, but Maryland is like a huge one. Baltimore, everybody knows Baltimore is pretty jacked up, but it's also up and coming. It's getting built up. There's some places now, especially down by the schools, that are beautiful. Go 5 blocks up, not so much, but hey, they're building up the areas one by one. Either way, that's just my little 2 cents on how you can start wholesaling. Not even how you can start wholesaling, sorry, on kind of what wholesaling is with real estate. It's a form of investing, but I just thought I should share it. And please disregard my freaking kids in the background. Oh my God. Y'all could quiet down at any moment. That's just my 2 cents on wholesaling. I can't even do a little 5-minute video without my kids being in the way. Don't even make no goddamn sense. Anyway, I'm going to come at y'all with another video with additional details on wholesaling, considering they won't just quiet the heck down. Thank you.